Hey guys, what's up? It's Halo Kid here, and as you can see, we're playing the Stanley Parable again. For those of you that don't know, I would suggest that you click somewhere on the screen. There'll be an annotation. It'll lead to the very first video, and you can see the intro and whatnot. But for those of you who have already seen it, welcome to the Stanley Parable Part 2. Okay, so let's see what kind of bad choice.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Simply missed a memo. I don't know about all that. Don't normally miss my memos. I mean, I'm normally rather peculiar. Oh, hey, Mr. Cop, why are you on the floor? Why are you bleeding? Oh my God! Not only are the employees gone, but someone murdered Mr. Cop. Oh God, I'll go get you help. I'll go get help, Mr. Cop. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh God, oh my God.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his
Okay, the voice says to go left. Maybe this is how we get to the infirmary. Oh my God. Why am I speaking in a British accent? This is retarded. This isn't the infirmary!
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not getting fired.
In a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer.
Yeah, maybe Mr. Bossman can, fix this crap. And, make my coworkers reappear and heal Mr. Cup.
Upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, downstairs? Okay, I'm going, Mr. Voice. I'm going.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
Hey, wait a minute.
Something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Wait, what the frick is it?
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a
Wait, what?
moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he left the room? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Hey, look, another cup. What does this one say?
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled.
I'm not.
This is
what the
frick? What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
I don't understand.
He imagined himself flying and began to gently
Whoa!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on
I'm freaking flying!
And it too appeared. It was so much
Whoa, this Coca-Cola machine's in space!
He had still not woken up.
$125 is still an outrageous price.
So lucid. And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
That's a good question.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me,
oh my God.
thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now,
oh my.
hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
No! Mr. Cub, why?
To dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Wake up, Stanley.
The weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside this one. Let me wake up.
Dude, his voice is like Morgan Freeman's. It's gonna put me to sleep, I swear.
I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
It's all I want in life is just to push buttons.
And my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
I have a wife? I didn't know. Oh
my
God.
life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Of course not.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Oh, Jesus!
And everything went black.
Wait, what? Oh, crap. I thought it went red. Then again, I am colorblind.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?!
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, dressed, got her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
I died.
In control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What? No, that can't be it. Alright guys, well this has been the Stanley Parable. If you want to see more, give it a thumbs up, comment that you want more. Tell me what I can do better to improve, and I will see you guys next time. Douche!